you know, I thought in the first half, one area that I was really concerned with was the lack of pass rush. Um, they weren't getting home to Talia at all. And I give them credit; they got a lot better at that in the second half. To me, the defensive player of the game is probably a tie between. I mean, I thought it was like a three-way tie between Mazi Smith. I thought Sainristil makes a really good play today. Carlson was there, and heck, I throw in a fourth person, um, and it's because he didn't call his name much. And I'm going to go DJ Turner.
I thought
And,
DJ played well. I thought he
and
played
here's what I'll
really
say about
well.
DJ. DJ got the pick, which some people say is not a pick, but whatever. He
It's
got a
a
pick.
right.
He got a pick, but you know why I know DJ had a really good game? You didn't really see him when heard his name called most of the game.
Correct.
And I know something, man, I haven't seen DJ out here at all. Like in terms of the camera, you know why? Because his guy's not open. His guy's
Mm-hmm.
not getting thrown. He's the guy. Talia's not throwing the ball his way. So that
Correct.
tells me that DJ played fantastic, which is great. Because he's one of those. Him and Mazi Smith were those guys on Bruce Feldman's freak list, right?
Yep, he
So
was
you
on there.
want to see. You saw Mazi Smith having some dominant plays today. Really asserting himself,
Mike
right? You
Morris
want
looked really good.
Mike
He had
Morris
some
looked
big
really good.
plays.
And
Yeah.
Talia, I don't know, maybe he was just hype. He's a little, he's a hype, he's a little different than Tua. I mean, he's a little bit hyper than Tua is.
Yeah.
But apparently Jenny Taz said they tried to hurt me. Maybe he just trying to be hype, but I don't think it's a dirty hit by Mike Morris. I just think Talia is very
No.
small. And Mike
You
Morris is a
agree.
big man, and he
It
just
just kind of happened. Like you got
yeah
hit on the
yeah
hip. Like I don't. Yeah. There was zero kind of ill will on that. It's like I'm trying to punish the quarterback. Like that is what you absolutely should do is try to punish him. There was nothing dirty about that. So yeah, I agree. And I want to say Kellen Sandifer, thank you so much for the super chat. Says his takeaways are number one, JJ's issues can be fixed. Number two,
yes.
pass rush issues.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, transfer OLB needs to start. Ooh,
Probably
that's
Oki,
interesting.
no, probably referring to Onoma or Oki. Is Oki now? I think it's Oki
I
is
think
his last
Oki
name
is
now.
the new term, but
Yeah,
Anoma.
Oki.
And then
Yeah.
four, this game lets Michigan see what to work on.
That's what we're trying to say. That's what we've been
I'll
saying.
go straight to number three. Like what I'm interested to see what our viewers think. We got 133 on the line. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that Anoma needs to start at that kind of outside linebacker, pass rush position? I
Uh,
mean, it's interesting.
I don't know
What are
about
your thoughts
start.
on it?
I don't know about start, but definitely I think he should be in the mix a little bit more on third downs.
Let me see if I can
Like
find
it,
how
it,
many
it was a
plays
play
he.
today where he jumped off the line of scrimmage so fast off the snap, and he missed Otalia, but he got back there so fast he caused a lot of pressure. And you saw the elite talent type of flash in him. Now, look, at the end of the day, there's a reason why he's not starting, right? It's probably because he's not consistent with all the other
Well, I was
factors
gonna
of the
say
game.
part of it is probably just he was a late ad. I mean, he got
Yes,
added
for
right. I
sure.
mean, what was that? Right before training camp, he was a
Yeah,
very late ad as far as
yeah,
transfers go.
yeah, yeah. And so, like, look, we're not in practice. We're not seeing, so I'm sure there's a reason why he's not in there. He's not starting per se. So I don't really care about starting, but I do believe, Kellen, that he should be more. He should be in a mix more with obvious passing situations because that's a very simple job. There's not a lot of context, not a lot of concepts that go into that. It's literally dig in, go get the quarterback, and
Mm-hmm.
that's it. So. Um, I do agree. JJ's issues being fixed, absolutely. JJ's issues to me is a lot more about repetition and coaching up. It's not
Agree.
physical with him. He has all the physical ability that you need to be successful. It's going to be repetitions. Like some of those balls he overthrew today, he should get better at that in terms of touches, the touch on it, right? Um, Coaching up. Hey, kid, look, when we're in our film session, Harbaugh or Matt Weiss, who I think who is the quarterback, offensive coordinator and quarterback coach, he needs to tell JJ if he hasn't already has. It's like, look, you got to get rid of this ball. That you took an unnecessary sack, caused a fumble, right? Put yourself in a very bad position where you could have got really hurt, right? We don't need that. Let's survive another play and get the ball at your hands. Or situations where, look, if a team is doing what Maryland did today, is where they're playing a lot of deep zone, not letting us get a lot of shots down the field, you got to kind of take what's in front of us, right? Take the little hitch route. Take the the check route down, and let's just keep moving down the field. We have a lot of playmakers. Let's get the ball in our guys' hands and let them do their job. And if there's anything that he can learn from his teammate Cade McNamara, is that you still can be very effective at times with checking the ball down. You just don't want to get in the habit of doing that all the time. So if there's anything you can learn from Cade is, you know what, sometimes take what the defense gives you and move on, right? And then when you do see that opportunity to take a shot, let it rip, and let's work on that touch a little bit. So I agree totally that JJ's issues can be fixed.
And what I will say is all of the deep shots that JJ took were, and I know you're not saying like he shouldn't have done it, but all of the deep shots he took, you had it. You know what I mean? Like you had a shot at all of them. I don't think any of them were a poor decision of throwing the ball down the field. You know what I mean? Like like I said, I don't think you were saying that, but it just like all of them were there. And some of it is just, you know, you in practice, things may be a little bit slower where you may get a chance to kind of, you know, you take your 3-step drop, kind of hitch, and then throw it deep. If that's right on the money in practice, sometimes in the games, your adrenaline is pumping. So you just move a little bit quicker. And that same motion, right? You take 3-step drop, hitch, throw. Well, if you're speeding yourself up a little bit, especially for JJ, then what sometimes happens is you miss it by a half yard because you're just a little bit faster than, you know, what you are in practice. But I don't have any real concerns. I think he'll be fine. You just need to throw more deep balls, and that's how you complete more deep balls. So no concerns there. It really, the main concern for it to me is JJ protecting himself, because there's a balance that of extending the play to try to get a home run, and then just extending a play and either taking that check down or just running, get a yard, get out of bounds. Like just kind of positive plays. Those things, he's I think he's used to being the most athletic guy on the field, to where nobody can catch me and I can just run around. And you're getting into Big Ten play now, where he is absolutely one of the top 3-4 athletic guys on the field, but you're not number one, and you can't just outrun any and everybody. So he's just got to be cautious. That's all. You know, protect yourself. QB coach, I'm sure when they have film tomorrow, we'll talk about it, and just, hey man, right here, like when you're, you know, because on that fumble, he was rolling left, then he slipped a little bit, and then went to throw it and got hit. Look, once you start rolling left, just keep going. And if no one's there, just throw it out of bounds. We're fine, man. Live to play another down. We're fine. I don't remember what down that was called. Whatever. It's second down. All right, let's get to third down. I got to play for you. Don't worry.